All right, welcome back here to the Jordy Culotta Show, driven and powered by Go Chevrolet. Looking forward to getting out to the Maravich Center on Monday night. Seems like we're all going to be there, as this thing is on a crash course for a hard sellout. I think only a couple of hundred tickets left here, as Coach Mulkey and her crew have been doing a great job on the floor selling the program. Of course, undefeated up to this point after an earlier week win over Alabama, where they just pummeled the Tide. I mean, held them off 89-51 as Angel Reese recorded her 20th career double-double. Lots to talk about with the coach coming up here as we welcome her into the conversation here on this Wednesday morning. Good morning, Queen. How are you?
Well, I've been called a lot of things, Jordy, but I don't know about Queen now, but I'll take it. Hey, it's better than some of the other things I've been called in my life.
Hey, Coach, I've been trying to remind people for the last couple of weeks, it's not this easy that y'all are making it look to get your 20th win like you did earlier this week. You're probably ahead of expectation here, just 16 months in, right?
It's not easy, and I have to make sure that I repeat that because I think people think, oh, my gosh, we're great. We've arrived. We're here. We're not, guys. We're not. I've been doing this too long. I want people to understand we got a jump start by bringing in 9 new pieces out of the transfer portal and in recruiting. We are just now getting started. We obviously, our schedule needed to be a little tougher, but we can't apologize for that because we didn't know we were going to get those 9 pieces until after the schedule was done. So what I tell people is we are winning games we're supposed to win. And maybe along the way there were some, maybe we don't know if we were good enough to win, but we did. So as they say in that old song, taking care of business, we're taking care of business.
Coach, I want to talk about what Angel Reese is accomplishing, but her supporting cast. I think LaDijah Williams the other night had a double-double as well, 17 and 10. And the way that Jasmine Carson is shooting the ball right now is pretty impressive. She had 20. What's going on around Angel that you're seeing?
Well, when you watch us play, we're not the Angel Reese show.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at our stats after every game, she'll have her double-double, but we'll have 3 or 4 more kids scoring in double figures and even having their own double-doubles. So she's not doing this by herself, and I think that's so important for people to understand. She's doing all of that within a team concept. Her biggest excitement, honestly, is when she is like leading in assist or second on the team in assist because she gets doubled and triple teams too much. She loves finding the open player, and sometimes I have to tell her, shoot the ball, take it to the rim. And but I think that's what you'll notice is we've got more than Angel Reese.
Coach, defensively, I thought very impressive against Alabama, holding a team and their best scorer like you did. What did you see off the defensive end?
Well, we matchups are the biggest thing with me. Bob Starkey and I talk about that, and I always tell him I've lost some games where I wish I would have guarded differently. And Angel Reese being on their leading scorer, Brittany Davis, was big for us. I thought Angel's length bothered her. She's a perimeter player. Alabama going into that game, they averaged 10 made threes a game. And I knew that if they got on a roll and got on a streak that all of them just started hitting threes, we were going to be in for a long night. And I just thought that was a big decision on our part, was to put Angel on Brittany. And then everybody else do your job. And we did. They only made 5 threes. Some of those were when the game was already decided. You got to play defense if you're going to play for me, guys. It's just something I was taught at a young age. It was something that I valued, and it continues to be valued in our program. Rebound and defend, and we'll get some points for you.
You mentioned you put Angel on their best player, on their top scorer, and she shut her down. She also went for her 20th double-double. Coach, what are we watching here when she's breaking Sylvia Fowles records? I mean, that's royalty around here.
And she knows that. And Angel is just happy as a lark at LSU. She will tell you that. She brought a picture when Simone's statue was unveiled when she was 7, 8, 9 years old, and went to see Simone play in the pros. And Angel has role models. Angel has people that she has seen play throughout the years, and she's very aware of what she is doing and what she has done. She doesn't take it for granted. She's grateful to her teammates because without them, she really can't get that done. But she is a beast on the boards, and she'll go down in my coaching as one of the best offensive rebounders I've ever coached.
Oh, wow. Wow. Joe Schwartz was here yesterday, Coach, and we were talking about that, the Simone Augustus statue unveiling, and Bob Starkey was here earlier this week commenting on it as well, and how cool of a moment it was for you to take that in with Michaela Williams and her family. And look, Simone Augustus is the best that this state has ever produced. Michaela Williams is another number one player in this state who was named the McDonald's game earlier this week. I know you saw her play earlier this week. She's signed. She's in. How cool was that day for you, the program, Simone, and the future of this place?
I think all of us can remember when Simone Augustus was a senior at Capitol High School and just how good she was and what she meant to the state of Louisiana. And Michaela could sit there and go, wow, she's from South Louisiana. I'm from North Louisiana, but this is our state. I'm staying home. She's went to the same school that I'm going to. And why can't that be me someday down the road? Why can't I have the impact that Simone Augustus had? And she sat by me. I actually told her to come over here and sit by me and let's take this in and let's listen. And it was so good to see the crowd there, to see that she could come and watch it. It was open to the public, and boy, was it was unbelievable.
You're not giving up until this thing is a hard sellout on Monday night. I expect it to happen by lunchtime today.
Jordy, it's going to happen. I just tell people, just get in the building. I spoke to the ticket people yesterday, and I said, please don't turn anybody away. I said, the fire marshal, I'll go find somebody that's related to the fire marshal if I'm not related to him, and just say, hey, close your eyes for 30 seconds and let this happen. It's going to happen. We're too close, and people are buying them. And, we're just grateful that people appreciate it and understand the enormity of a game like this. And people forget, and I'm going to share this with everybody. Y'all, Tennessee is supposed to beat us. They were picked second in the league behind South Carolina based on their talent, based on the depth, all those things. So I don't want to hear this, that we're ranked this and they're not. Listen, they should be ranked. They've played unbelievable schedule. They've lost a lot of them early, and they've had a hard time getting back in the rankings. But Tennessee is the favorite, is the way I look at it. We're trying to do something, and that is beat somebody that was projected to do better than us in the league.
You mentioned it to start the interview, that what you all are accomplishing right now is very difficult, but you have now gone from the hunter to the hunted, right? You're not sneaking up on anybody as a top 5 team anymore. Is there a different feeling when in preparation, when you walk into a gym, and just kind of the change in tone of what you are viewed now from a program standpoint?
Well, it's all I've ever known, Jordy, so I can't tell you that anything's any different in my preparation. I'm going to be a practice kind of teacher, and that's my classroom. So my preparation is not any different. After games, after losses, after wins, sometimes you have to rethink how you're going to approach your team based upon what you have in that locker room. But the preparation never changes. The motivation changes. You try to motivate in different ways, and we'll get ready for that. We're off today. We're going to Angola. The kids want to go do a tour. They want to get in a free throw shooting contest against some of the inmates, and they want to do a Q&A. And the interest there came from me going to the rodeo back in October and just talking to them about it. And they said, well, Coach, we want to do that. And I said, well, if you really want to do that, just let me know. And sure enough, about 8 of them are going to load a bus, and we're going to go do that. And what a learning experience they will have today.
How cool, Coach. That is cool, man. That's one thing about this team. When you watch y'all play, it's very recognizable that y'all all get along. Y'all all seem to like each other. In fact, I'm playing a TikTok from earlier this week on Angel Reese, where she was able to grab you for a little closeout here, dancing on this closeout. How did she get you in on this?
Well, we just finished practice at Alabama, and I just put my coat on and picked up my telephones, and I was heading to the bus, and they were over there doing what they do, being young kids, just having a good time. And Angel said, "Coach, come over here and do what we're doing." And I said, "Angel," she said, "Coach, you got a little rhythm, come do it." So I had no idea they were really doing this for TikTok. I guess I need to learn a little bit more and recognize what they're doing. But I just got up there and just kind of followed her lead. And next thing I know, people are laughing and said, "I guess I'll have to get on TikTok." And I said, "Well, it won't be because I'm on it, but it was just that moment and cutting up with them." And I do a lot of that. That's one thing the kids will tell you, that woman's real, whether you want to hear it or not. She's going to be like your grandma on the front porch. She's going to tell it like it is. She's going to have fun with you. And that was just a split-second deal.
It was awesome, man. It played well on social media. This is obviously a huge week. We're watching it right now. This is obviously a huge week, Coach, with everybody buzzing about what's coming up on Monday night. I appreciate you squeezing a couple of minutes in for us. We talked to Joe Schwartz yesterday, and we talked to Bob earlier this week, like I mentioned. The staff seems fantastic. I know that you did that very intently, putting those personalities together, but it seems like you've got a great staff, again, working together with this good group.
I have a wonderful staff, and what I have is I have a mixture of youth, which keeps us up to date, and they know all the things that the young people are attracted to in recruiting, and they're creative. And then I have lots of experience. It's fun to sit and listen to Bob Starkey stories. It's fun to listen to him talk. I can walk out of a gym. Actually, I have walked out of a gym and know Bob is going to get the job done in practice. I'm blessed, and I love my staff. I love how hard they work. When you get older, Jordy, you can't do all the things that you did when you started in the business, or you'll wear yourself out. And for me to be able to just know they're getting the job done, it will extend my career.
6:00 Monday night. Everybody will be there. We'll be there. Tennessee, tip-off 6 p.m. inside the Maravich Center. Thank you, Coach.
All right, guys. Take care.
All right, now. There's Coach Kim Mulkey checking in this morning before Monday night's Tilt versus Tennessee. If you do not have tickets, make sure and keep locked here to FM Digital Media. We'll get you in the building before Monday night. As Coach Mulkey said, she's told the ticket takers, don't turn down anybody, as it'll be jam-packed in there. That conversation brought to you by our friends over at Barker Brothers Plumbing and Works. Stop in and see Jude today. Get in touch with him by calling him 776-2431, 225-776-2431. Number one in the number two business. Mention the show and save 15%. Barker Brothers Plumbing and Works, 225-776-2431. We'll be back with more of the Jordy Culotta Show, driven and powered by Go Chevrolet.